So, you're thinking about selling on eBay. Maybe you found that random item lying around the house, or you're thinking about building a profitable side hustle. You're in the right place. In today's video, I'm going to take you through everything that you need to know, a complete step-by-step guide on how to sell on eBay. You're going to go from being a very inexperienced seller to a very confident seller in just a matter of minutes. If we're meeting for the first time, my name's Matt and I've been helping people here on YouTube succeed with selling on eBay for the last 5 years. And we're going to, like I said, cover everything in today's video. Account creation, what items to sell, how to list an item, how to ship an item. So if you've been sitting on the fence thinking, oh, I don't know exactly how to go about selling on eBay, that's what I want to put to bed in today's video. Give you full confidence to jump in, create your first listing and make your first sale. So let's do it. All right, so first things first, you want to go ahead and create yourself an account. Now the beauty on eBay is it is completely free to join. All you have to do is go up to eBay on their website and click on the button register. Once you do that, all you'll be prompted with is the option to click on a personal account or a business account. Now, as a starting out seller, I just recommend going with the personal account. If you get serious about selling on eBay, you can select that business account a little bit later on. It's a very easy thing to switch over. So as you can see here, you just need your first name, your last name, your email, and your password, and then go ahead and create yourself a personal account. And there it is, as easy as that. You've got yourself an eBay account for free. You want to go up to your same area as you were before, and you want to click on account settings under your profile. On your username, I should quickly say, don't stress over your username. You can go ahead and change the auto-generated one that they give you, but the thing that I would go in and amend straight away is your payment information. I would go into the payments button. On this page, you can go in and add card details so that when you do make a few sales on eBay, it will automatically go to, hopefully what you've generated is a business account. So you go to one of your major local banks and just set up a business profile. That'll give you a debit card, account ID, and then from there you can put that information in. But if you've got your own personal spending account for now and you don't have a business account set up, that's totally fine as well. Just put that information into your profile there, and then from there you're ready to make your first listing. Now that was all done on the laptop, but I do recommend 2 apps to download onto your mobile phone. This is a really crucial step from here on in. You want to get the eBay app. This is going to be a really powerful tool to start working out what items are worth selling on eBay. I'm going to show you how to do that in just a second, so download the eBay app now. And then the other one that I want you to download is another free app, which is called the eProfit Calculator. Once you've found a product, you're going to be able to break down all the fees, all the nasty costs that come out of it, and it will let you know, the calculator will let you know what your actual profit is. So it's an eBay specific calculator, a really handy tool to have, and I recommend you download that one as well. Once you've got those 2 on your phone, we'll jump into the next step. The first thing that I'm going to get you to do is go in and search for an item. Now, what we're going to be doing in today's video is this one right here, Skate 3 on the Xbox 360. I'm going to type that in really quickly, Skate 3 Xbox 360. There it is there in video game category. And what it's going to do is it's going to pull up a bunch of different data. As you can see here, I've got a lot of a mix of 462 listings. You can see that at the bottom of the screen. What I want you to do is go up to the very top button where it says filter on the top left-hand side. And I want you to scroll all the way down to the button that says customize right at the bottom of the screen. If you click on that customize, you'll see there's 3 toggles that you can select. Now I want you to turn on lockable filters. Once you've done that, it'll show 462 results for this game, but there are a few other things that I want you to confirm, which is what I've already got locked out. So the first thing is I want you to go into condition, and the game that we have here is anything that's pre-owned. So we're going to go like new, very good, good, and acceptable, and we're going to click the lock buttons. That's going to show 444 results for my search settings so far. I want you to go into the sort button, and I want you to lock out highest price plus postage. I also want you to go and lock out item location to be your country specific. So we're going to say Australia only. I'm obviously based here in Australia. And then the last one that I want you to do is lock out the sold filters, which will be sold and the completed items. If you lock all of that out, you're going to show 58 results if you're here in Australia, and you're going to get a really nice refined search. As you can see there, this game has sold with a bundle of Skate 2 plus 3 for $70 plus $10 in postage. The next best is an individual game. This is the first price match that we've been able to see, and it's the best price that it's sold on eBay, $39.95. So we can think that that would be the best price that we're going to sell this for. The next one is about a $24.90, $24.90, $22. So you're starting to see what the average sort of a price point is. And then if you keep scrolling down, you're going to see a lot of 20s, A lot of 18s, 17s, 16s, 15s, 15s, and it just keeps scrolling down. So it does get a lot cheaper. So as you can see, the $39.95 price point is a bit of an outlier. We probably don't want to be pricing it up for that. So first things first, guys, is really, really important to do this research. You want to work out how much your item is actually going to go on to sell for, and then you can decide whether or not you even want to sell it. All right, the next step in the process is we want to take some photos. We want to actually start to create our listing for this game. Now, I polled on my audience a couple of weeks ago where they like to do their listings, whether it be the laptop, using the laptop computer to go ahead and do it, or just going ahead and using the mobile phone. Now, 70% of users, and this was about 600 people that voted, said that they use the mobile phone, and I personally do too. It's a much faster, easier, efficient way to get your listing created. So in this tutorial today, I'm actually going to encourage you guys to use your mobile phone for your listings, and I'm going to base this tutorial today with a screen record on the screen here to show you how to go ahead and create that listing. So first step is, when we were looking at our price points on that Skate 3 game, we can actually go ahead and speed up the process by stealing that previously sold listing. This is a really great way to speed up your process from a listing time frame. And I'm actually really loving this listing right here. Skate 3 Microsoft Xbox 360 game, complete with manual free postage. It's almost exactly what we have here with our game, because our game actually has a manual as well. So we can steal this title by going ahead and clicking on the listing and then selecting sell one like this. So I encourage you guys to go ahead and click that button, sell one like this. It comes up with a listing summary right there, and this is the template now on the mobile phone that you need to go ahead and fill out. And we're going to work through this together. So we're going to click on the plus icon here. And then by clicking on the plus icon, I'm just going to select that camera button down the bottom there. And we're going to actually start blasting our photos. Now, one little important tip that I've got for you guys: in your camera settings, you want to be selecting this button. As you can see, I'm changing the aspect of the photo from 4:3 to 1:1. And you want to be set up on 1:1, the square mode feature. Because eBay's native setup on their listing photos, they're 1:1 as well. So you don't want to have any gray space on the side of the listings. You want to use all of the real estate you possibly can that eBay gives you. So go ahead and set it up to match theirs with a 1:1 photo ratio. So photos, how do we do it? Well, firstly, eBay likes at least 6 photos for every single one of their listings. So try to take at least 6 or more. And you want to try and capture every single aspect of the product that you're trying to sell. So for this one right here, the first photo is really important. It's going to be our hero image, the image that customers will see when they're searching through different listings. And what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to zoom right in, and as you'll see, I'm taking the photo and I'm using up all of the image space. So as you can see, top and bottom, I'm not doing it like this where the product's nice and small. I'm zooming right in and I'm taking up every bit of real estate I possibly can. Taking your photos like that with a 1:1 ratio is a huge game changer for you to get your item attractively found and then purchased. So that's my first photo, just a photo of the front of the cover. I then flip it over, shoot another shot of the back, then I open it up and I take a top-down shot of everything in the middle. And then I'm going to do a zoom in photo of the disc itself. I'm going to pop the disc out and I'm going to take another photo, again taking up all my real estate. And then I'm going to do one final shot, the only thing that I haven't captured here, and that is the spine. So I'm just going to zoom right in. As you can see, I'm taking end to end, using up the real estate and taking my 6th photo. So there you go, just like that, hit the done button. Now you'll see 6 photos loaded onto your phone, and then you can click the done button there as well. And as you can see, they are uploading, ready for listings right there and then. You've got your 6 photos good to go. Now, next step is your title. Skate 3, you've got to think to yourself when you're creating the title, this is the second most important feature when it comes to creating a listing. Photos, title, and your price point. So we've actually already spoken about all 3 so far in this video. The rest of the listing doesn't actually really matter so much. So this is what you want to nail. We're going to go ahead and create this title now, and all I'm going to do here for this one is I'm just going to remove free postage. You get 80 characters, as you can see down the bottom there. 80 characters. We've used up 52 characters here. I actually love this title. I don't think we need to change anything more, because you've got to think like a buyer. What would a buyer be searching for if they wanted to find this game? What would the keywords be? What would they put into their search bar? Because that's what eBay is trying to pull from. They're trying to look at different listings, pull the keywords to try and find a match. So rather than saying Xbox 360 game Skate 3, I think it would be more important to write Skate 3 Xbox 360 game, because that's probably what somebody's going to search up. When you think like that, you're going to get your listings found a lot faster. And then obviously eBay is going to be able to match that up. Somebody's going to click on it. They're going to love your photos. They're going to love your price research, and they're going to buy your item. It's really as simple as that. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it at 52 characters. Try to get to 60 if you can. 60 to 80 is an optimal range of characters for your title. But don't get me wrong, guys. If you can leave this video today knowing that photos, title, and price point are the most important things to creating a listing, you're going to be well on your way. It took me a really long time to work that out, believe it or not. You'll see here that category has already been added in there. You've got video games and consoles. The condition, we're going to say that it is in very good condition. Just having a look at this game, there's no real tears or rips. There's no scratches on the disc. The manual's in good condition. I'm not going to say it's like new because it's a pre-owned item, but it is in very good condition. Item specifics. Now this isn't wildly important. I don't spend a lot of time on it, but the person that we've copied has done a lot of work. And you can see here the power bar on the left-hand side there, it's fully circled out. That means every single item specific has been entered in, and eBay is telling us that it is an optimized listing. Personally, when I do my listings, if it only gets to halfway, I'm fine with that. I don't really get stressed out if I'm not getting a full power bar like I'm seeing here. But I do go ahead and I check everything. I check to make sure that everything does match up to what we've got here. They usually get them right, but sometimes they can put incorrect detail. You just want to make sure you delete that if it doesn't match your item. Additional specifics, I don't really bother adding in any additional specifics because recommended are the most important item specifics that eBay is telling you to try and add in. So I'm just going to hit done there. I'm going to go down to the description box and I'm going to use this AI description feature. So if I click on use AI, that'll just generate an automatic. I just have a quick read to make sure that it is pretty much a decent match to the game that we've got, which it looks like it is. Now pricing, we go back to the comp research that we'd previously done before we even decided to list up the item. And we're going to go ahead and deselect the automatic auction setup there. We don't want to be selling via auction on eBay. That is a thing of the past. That's back when you were early days in the 2000s selling on eBay, you would do it via auction. It's now buy it now. That's what you want to be selecting. There'll be a median sold price here that eBay gives you as a range. 1652 is actually fairly accurate based on the price points that we were seeing, but I'll tell you that a lot of the listings that you search up and try to sell, they're going to have very incorrect median sold price points. I don't know what it is, but it's always inaccurate, and I never take that for granted. I always go in and do my own price research first. So I'm actually going to change this price to $19.95 based on the numbers that I was seeing. Now, when you're first starting out selling on eBay, say you've got a ton of different price points ranging between 40 to say 20 odd dollars. If you're a new seller like you are, I would actually try and go in there at a lower price point, maybe $20 to $22. You don't want to undercut the market, but you also don't want to be the highest price because you're a brand new seller account, not a lot of feedback. You want to be trying to get as many transactions as you possibly can to get some really nice customer feedback under your belt straight away. So I would price this up competitively if I was you, for maybe $15 to $16. But for me as a more experienced seller, I've got an account with a bunch of feedback. I'm going to try for a couple more dollars at $19.95. I'm going to select offers. Offers make up 40% of my sales on eBay. It's a huge feature. I always recommend that you allow offers for every single one of your listings. I'm also going to confirm that there is only one quantity. I don't have multiple items that I'm trying to sell. I don't want a volume price and I don't want to schedule the starting price. So there it is, $19.95, good till it's cancelled, and I'm allowing offers. So basically if somebody says to me, Matt, I'm happy to buy this game off you for $16, I can then decide if I want to accept or make a counter offer to that $16 offer that has come through. So it's a really unique feature, and like I said, it makes up a large percentage of my sales. I couldn't imagine having an eBay business without offers being on. Now delivery. With delivery, you want to go in here and you want to select a policy. Now I've got a ton of different policies that you can go ahead and create yourself. You could probably best to do it on the laptop, but I could say here, no international. And no international for me is basically set up here where I'm saying it's free postage for me. So it's going to be $19.95 free postage. So that means that I'm building in the cost of the postage, which is going to be about $6.50 when this sells off in Australia. And I don't want to sell it internationally. But I've set up another policy here, which is this flat free that I'm going to select. And you'll see here that then the post internationally option pops up for $35. I've preset this. So you can very easily go into your laptop and add in your own policy. But select whatever you'd like it to be. And if you're a bit nervous about doing international postage right now, you can easily select no to international postage and just sell within your own country. So for this item here, it is a lightweight item. I'm happy to go ahead and sell it internationally. So we're going to do free domestic postage here within Australia, and we are going to do $35 if somebody wants to buy it anywhere around the world. We've got a destination of worldwide. You can actually select different countries that you want to sell to. So if you just want to sell directly to the US, if you're outside of the US, you can just pick the USA. But like I said, the laptop is the best place to go ahead and create your policies. From there, preferences, that's all pretty fine. Nothing really to stress about there. And then we want to promote our listings. This is another really, really important one. eBay will give you a suggested one there of 9.7%, but I'm going to select a custom ad rate of just 3%. Now, I recommend you guys do this as well. 3% for me generates 70% of my sales on eBay. It is a monster number. So get that right, select 3% worth of promoted listings and thank me later. You're going to make a lot of sales based on offers and promoted listings. So there is there, guys. We've worked our way down to the very bottom. The photos are uploaded. The title is in. Our price point's attractive. We're promoting at 3%. We've got our policies for postage in place. And we're going to go ahead and click List Item. From there, if you follow along with me, you will have this button here that says your listing is live. It is ready for sale. And now we just have to sit back and wait. And then I'll show you guys, once it sells, how to ship it off. Good news, guys, our video game has gone on to sell. We got the full asking price of $19.95. Well, not really, but I'm just, for the sake of this video, just gonna say that it has sold within a second. They do sell pretty good though, video games. It's almost my best selling category on eBay. I've got a big bookshelf of them right there behind me. Love selling the category. So you would get a quick sale, but I do wanna get this video out to you as quickly as possible. Now, what I do is, for us here in Australia, we use these envelopes for video games. They fit in there perfectly. Now, eBay really likes you guys globally, no matter where you're watching this. Don't get stressed out about it just being an Australia postage service. This is information for anybody that's watching around the world. eBay loves tracking. So they love to have a tracking number that when the item gets sent off on your end, you know that it will follow a journey that you can go and see on the computer to ultimately get to the buyer. That is confidence for you and surety for you that you have every, I guess, confidence in knowing that your item has been sent off the correct way. There is ways that you can send items off to save yourself some postage money because postage is a really large expense of an eBay business. We talk about how much fees, postage, cost of goods. There's so many things that come out of the item that we're trying to profit on. So people try and get around that by going untracked. And that can be a really nasty way to fall into some issues when you don't have a leg to stand on when the item goes missing in the mail. So tracked postage is always what you want to go ahead and do. So we're going to use this envelope now. This is something that I will literally, personally, even after 4.5 years, I just handwrite the information, who I'm sending it to, my personal sender details on the back. There is a tracking number on the envelope right there, and I just go ahead and I peel it off. But there is also a little button there, so you can actually scan that and you can add in that tracking number that I have here. By scanning that, you can instantly add it into the eBay app. When you click on Buy Paid Send Now, you can click on Add Tracking Number, scan that barcode, tracking number will automatically appear, and you just hit confirm. Now that's what you do for things like video games, but say you've got a bigger item, well, you can go ahead and grab these, which is the Australia Post flat rate satchels that we've got here. Now I buy personally my Post business satchels. These are the smalls. This is a packet of 100, so it's 10 packs, and it cost me about $15 to $18 odd dollars. It's about 15 to 18 cents to get one of these. And then once you've put your item in here at home, you can go ahead and then ship it off, and you make your payment via what is the Australia Post My Post business account. I recommend that you guys go ahead and do this. Create yourself a My Post business account. Try and potentially even create yourself an ABN. I think that's a really important step too as an eBay seller starting out. If you've got goals to not just be a hobby seller and just sell 1 or 2 items, or just try and sell one item that you might have found, if you want to make a bit of a thing of it, create yourself an ABN and then create yourself a My Post business account. So I'm just going to share the screen here and show you guys what that looks like. What it is so good for is it gives you some savings on your postage. So this one here, if I have it set up on the band 5 discount that I'm on, which is generating at least 200 sales a month, gets you to band 5. You start at band 1, you work up to band 5. that can get you a couple of dollars worth of discount per item. So over the course of a year, if you're selling a lot of volume, you're going to get some really good results from that. But the Australia Post My Business, it integrates your eBay store into the My Post Business account, and then from there you just go ahead and edit your orders and then make your payments here at home on the laptop. You print it off on a home printer or a Dymo label printer, whatever the case may be, and then you just slide it into the satchel that you've already bought from Australia Post, and you send your item off to your customer by dropping it off at the post office or in a post box. Now, if you want to protect your items a little bit more, the third thing that I'll always do is I will source free cardboard boxes from liquor stores, local timber and hardware stores, whatever the case may be, and I will have butcher's paper and bubble wrap. If you have butcher's paper, bubble wrap, and sticky tape, along with some scissors, you grab yourself a measuring tape, and then you go ahead and grab yourself just a small set of kitchen scales, because when it comes to boxes, you do need to weigh the box. So you do need a pair of kitchen scales just to put the box on to get your numbers. When it comes to these envelopes, you're only talking thickness of 20 mils, and you're talking weight of up to 500 grams. That's why these video games suit perfectly, because they fit the 20 mil, and they also fall under 500 grams. When you're playing with one of these Australia Post My Post Business satchels, you have up to 5 kilos, so weight is never an issue. You just stuff whatever you can in there, have a bit of bubble wrap around it for a bit of protection, and that's all you need for a satchel. And then the box, you just unfortunately need to do a bit of weighing and a bit of measuring of the box. So that's why we've got those little tools on hand. So you don't actually need a lot for shipping. I would recommend the process, rather than going into the post office and saying, hey, how do I send this item off? Get the My Post Business account, get those different pieces of shipping supplies that I've just mentioned there, and you'll be able to send that item off. So for this example, a very easy one, I'm just going to fill out these details, throw it into this envelope, scan the tracking number, and this one is being sent off nice and safely. So hopefully you've enjoyed that video there, guys. If you're interested about what items sell best on eBay, I have made a video right here. So go and hunt down some of those items, and hopefully this video has helped you become that confident seller that I know you are now. And go ahead and create that first listing, and let me know in the comments when it goes on to sell.